Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Well, hello Monster Jam fans and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at the 2021 Independence Day 4th of July exclusive for the Monster Jam Superstore, and it is this brand new Monster Jam Stunt pickup. And that's the official name so far that I've heard. It's on the back of the box. I really don't know what else to call it either, so I guess we'll work with Monster Jam Stunt Pickup Truck as it says on the box. So here it is for the first time ever, a brand new casting for this release, and I really like the packaging that they did this year. Last year we had the Freebird as the debut of the 4th of July Independence Day trucks, and this was kind of a surprise to many people that we have started another holiday with the Monster Jam Superstore. So the Freebird was the first initial release of a 4th of July exclusive, and as I assumed they would, they continued that theme on into 2021. The Freebird had a really cool 3D eagle body with the flag wrapped around the body, and then we had red beadlocks with the blue planetaries painted in and white rims. This still is currently the only truck to ever have its planetaries painted, so this is a really cool exclusive truck. So these were one of 5,000. There is the Freebird from last year. And to recap real quick on the different stunt truck original bodies that we've had the original one with the chrome and black finish. So this was the SUV stunt truck as they call it, and now we have the pickup truck one, but this was the first release of it back in 2019, early 2020. So there is the original, and then we had the first ever Monster Jam Superstore Christmas or holiday exclusive, which also was a stunt truck with the red and white theme and the lights and ornaments on it. So this was a really cool release. It sold out faster than any other Monster Jam Superstore truck before it. It actually sold out in 3 weeks, which is a big record. It was also limited edition, one of 3,000, which is a lower number than the usual 5,000. So this was a very quick sellout, and that was really fun to see that happen. So the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive Christmas edition stunt truck. And then this year, to start 2020 Superstore trucks, we had the inverse SUV stunt truck. So it was basically reversed of the original scheme with the black and chrome finish. And I really like this one over the original, if I give my honest opinion there. So this looked really awesome. The only thing I complained about was the BKTs missing, but it looks like they took my suggestion. At least from what I can tell, Superstore exclusives are going to have those BKTs printed in for the exclusive factor. So there's the recap of the stunt trucks, and this is yet another great Superstore release this year. Again, like I said in OCD Meltdown's review and Digger's Dungeon, we started off pretty slow with that inverse stunt truck, but now we're picking up with some new castings, some new concepts that we've never seen before, and this is just the start here. So here is the Independence Day Superstore exclusive Monster Jam Stunt pickup truck. And as you can see, it has an American flag across the side. We have some red rims, and here's the back of the box here. You can see it's a very short little biography of it, but it says, second in a series of exclusive Independence Day themed Monster Jam trucks, this new stunt pickup is limited to only 5,000 pieces. And then it says basically a little description of what Monster Jam is. So it's not the most descriptive biography that we've had of a truck. I feel like it's maybe the shortest one, actually. But you know, there's not much to say about it. It kind of speaks for itself, so I like that. So here's the rendering of the truck from the Spin Master rendering form. Really awesome. I gotta say, I love this casting. I'll give you my honest opinion when I get it out of the box. So I will unbox this with a box cutter so we can see the card art, and we'll be right back. So here is the card. As you can see, it is an American flag, and then we have a limited edition 1 of 5,000. And a cool little thing here is actually they kept this 1 of 5,000 here that I gave them for my OCD Meltdown font on my truck and on my packaging. So it's nice to see that little 1 of 5,000 making another appearance. I didn't expect them to keep using it. So that's a fun little thing to remember from my designing days of OCD Meltdown with them. And then we have the same style with the brushed metal outline around the logo, but this time it has flipped around Monster Jam logos, kind of decorating it. And then we have a red, white, and blue Monster Jam logo, the 3+ years up there on the top hook, and then Spin Master. And we already looked at the back here, but that same brushed metal Monster Jam laid out theme with some nice stars as well and some stripes. So there is the packaging. You can see it also says Independence Day, July 4th, 2021 with that side panel deco on that little label there. So there's the packaging art. And I also noticed that since they're not using those big kind of beefy insert placards anymore, which OCD Meltdown and Digger's Dungeon did have before they stopped using it. They started to use the thin ones, which the singles packs use, but they added this little plastic insert to hold it up in the packaging, so that's how it was actually sticking up. I didn't notice that until I opened it up, so that's cool. I never have seen them do this yet, so I guess that's how future exclusives will be. And then they have the Stunt truck itself, or the Stunt pickup truck, I should say. And like I said, it's a very interesting body. So the side panel here, you can see it has the stars and stripes, the Monster Jam logo. We have some black painted fenders, a nice little air vent here that's also painted black. The finish on this actually looks really good. It has a metallic chrome finish. And you can see it has two windows, obviously back seat and front seat. So that's really nice. And then the same kind of A-pillar design that the SUV had. So there's a lot of parallels to the SUV body, but they did change it up quite a bit. And then the fenders continue to the front with the black paint, with the bumper. This is pretty standard from the original style Stunt pickup, so they have a similar bumper style. They did not paint the front grille, and it looks like they changed the headlights. I thought they were red. Yeah, so they changed the headlight style. It was supposed to be red on the original and a painted black grille, but it looks like they changed that up on the finalized design. So they gave it black triangle headlights and no painted grille instead. I honestly think the original probably would have been better with the red and the black, but maybe for budget or something they cut that out. So there's that. I'm also noticing that it appears... Oh no, they are 3D. I thought they weren't 3D. The headlights are still 3D, and that keeps going from the original SUV style. The only major change between the SUV and this paralleled is that they did not do a 3D Monster Jam logo on the hood. And I can't tell why. It might be, again, for cost or maybe the space. I'm kind of noticing that the SUV is a little longer in terms of how far the hood goes back. That could have been a factor too, but they have a 2D Monster Jam logo instead of the 3D one. So that's a difference there. I mean, they are different vehicles, so it's nice to see them doing different things with them. So they did change that detail from the SUV. And then you can see it is that red, white, and blue Monster Jam logo, so that looks really good there. I like the clarity. It also has a really awesome red light bar sticking off the top, so it is 3D with the triangular lights on the top and bottom. So that looks really good. The windshield looks great there as well. And this side looks the same, and I just think it's a really clean body. Of the two that we have here, I honestly think they maybe should have rolled with this as the Stunt truck. I really like this. If this had like 3D logos on the top and side, I think they really should have gone with this. So, you know, I really do think that this is really cool, but this has such a monster truck vibe about it. And I really like it. I like it more than I thought I was going to. So there's that. And then the tailgate also has a detail change. This is a 3D logo on the back with the monsterjam.com, and they decided to go with 2D instead of 3D. Again, it could be for cost, or it could just be to differentiate them. It also looks like the SUV has more space, so it might have just been for size, but I feel like it was just to change these two models up from each other. So there's monsterjam.com. And then the cage taillights, I feel like they maybe should have done red inside of there just to help detail that out, but they didn't paint those in like they did with the previous models. So I do like the monsterjam.com printed there, though. It looks really good. There's the back bumper, same as the original SUV. And then you can see back there, it actually is a closed casting. So you can see they have closed the back window besides the roll bars coming out to the back. So that's really cool. And then the roof here has an American flag. And I know a lot of people are going to ask me, does it have 50 stars, unlike the Freebird packaging, which a lot of people notice. I'm surprised. Yes, this has 50 stars. I actually counted these tiny little stars to make sure no one can complain about it. So these are 50 stars for the American flag to represent 50 states. So there's the correct American flag. They weren't going to let that slide this year, so they did fix that. I appreciate that. And I like the black roof panel. So that looks really good. Everything here is a very clean design. I mean, everything on this truck I think is in the right place. I don't think anything is wrong in terms of how I would have done with the composition. I think this truck is super, super sick. And I just noticed as I'm moving it that this appears to move. And this is like the back here. So it kind of has a back plate covering the interior. So I'm not sure what to expect behind this, but I'm going to open it up. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I guess it just flips open like that. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. I think it is. Maybe it's just to have it like opened up. So that's really cool. It has a functioning back piece. I don't know if there's any significance to things in real trucks that do this, but It does have like a clicking function, so it kind of opens midway and then all the way, and then you can put it back in. I did not notice that until I started moving. I heard it like moving and shifting and clicking. So that's really cool. So if you guys are curious to look in the back, or you want it open, or you just want to display it halfway, that is now an option. So that's really cool. And then one more major detail I noticed is that these red rims are not pure red. They're like a dimmed red, like almost a pinkish red. And that's because on a real American flag, if you've ever noticed that most American flags, at least the real nylon ones, are not pure red. They're actually this pinkish kind of color. And same with the blue. The blue is not a pure blue. It's like a navy blue. So when they did the rims for this, they did them in that exact color as a real American flag, which I absolutely love that attention to detail right there. So this looks great. The rim color is awesome. The BKTs look great, so I appreciate that. Again, them putting those on there. The only thing I think it's missing is a little bit of blue on the rim. And that could have been in the form of a beadlock or a planetary paint, or they could have done red, white, and blue BKTs. That could have been also an option there. But for this stunt truck, I don't think there's much missing though. I really do think they did a really, really good job with how they made this thing come out. So that's awesome. It has a black roll cage with a chrome chassis. Finally seeing some new chrome chassis. We have not seen those in a while. So it's very flashy, very 4th of July and American. I wanted to mention this because I know people are going to mention it. It does have some parallels to Brodozer, so you can see the back window is very similar. And overall, kind of, not really the shape, but I guess it was the window setup here that looked like the Brodozer. So very similar in terms of like the side panels, but it's an awesome new truck. I think the casting's phenomenal, and I'm not too sure if they're going to use it again. I don't know if it's for 4th of July only, or if they're going to make another future edition with the normal look like the original stunt trucks, or maybe a Christmas one or something in the future. But yeah, this is a really awesome truck. I do enjoy that opening feature, even though it doesn't really show much in the back. It's still a really cool little feature that they added onto this truck. So there is the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive 4th of July Independence Day Monster Jam stunt pickup truck. Brand new casting, brand new truck for this year's 4th of July celebrations. So I hope you guys will check it out on the Monster Jam Superstore as this video drops. It's available now. Link will be in my description. Thank you to Monster Jam for supplying this, and Spin Master for review early. I do appreciate them allowing me to do this every time early before it hits the Superstore. So go check it out, guys. I think it's worth buying, and it's 1 of 5,000 limited edition. I will see you guys next time. This is Ryan or Monster Jam OCD signing out.